Last September, me and my two mates made a spontaneous trip to Sardinia. We were only there for 4 days, but we definitely made the most of it. So here's what happened. The first place we went to was a cool rock formation on the west coast of the island called like S. Archu or something. Who knows, right? But it's a perfect spot for cliff jumping. We spent the whole morning just jumping away there, but then the waves got a little bit hectic.
Fuck that, man!
So we thought, right, might as well make the most of it and go surfing. So we found a place to rent some boards, packed the car and went to the beach.
This is going to be a laugh.
Only problem is we can't actually surf, so it was not long before we came back in defeated. The following day we went to explore the Baunei Coast. We rented a boat from the port at Cala and then we made our way to Cala. When we got there, we just went in for a little dip, enjoyed some of the bluest water I might have ever seen in my life, but there's quite a lot of jellyfish there, so that's a little bit of a downer. From Cala, we made our way back up the coast, stopping at all the beaches along the way. We couldn't drive our little boat into some of the beaches, so we had to ask the bigger boats to take us there and take us back, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but some of these beaches were ridiculously packed, and Italy really needs to sort it out with these stony sand beaches, not a vibe. But on a more positive note, this was a nice little spot to send some backflips. I would say the nicest beach we stopped at was called Cala. There's still big tourist boats that came here, but it didn't feel as busy because it's a bigger space. The water here is crystal clear, and if you swim over to the beach, there's some really cool caves you can go explore. Look how burnt I am, that is absolutely horrific and so Scottish. The next day we drove over to La Maddalena, where we tried to hike to Cala Coticcio, but there was a guard there that doesn't let you go unless you're like with a guide that you have to pay for. That was a pain in the ass. So we just drove around the island and explored some of the other beaches that are there. And I can't pronounce the name of my favourite beach. It's called something like Spiaggia del Relato, something like that. We stayed there till sunset, just messing about, swimming, playing football, all round just a really good time. The next day we went back to La Maddalena, and this time we rented a boat, which we should have done the first time because with a boat you can just see so many more places. One of the first places we headed to when we got the boat was a beach called Spiaggia Rosa. Definitely not called that, but whatever. This beach has kind of pink sand and it looks sick on the drone, but it kind of sucks to be honest because you can't actually go to the beach, so it's a bit pointless. But not far from there's an area called Pasta Topo, which is like a perfect spot to stop. There's lots of boats that stop there, and I understand why, because it's like so calm, there's no jellyfish and it's beautiful. We stopped there for a while just to jump off the boat, go for a little swim and have some lunch. It's definitely one of my favourite spots on the island. Finally, we made it over to Cala, which is the beach we tried to get to the previous day, and it didn't disappoint. This is probably one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to. So we ditched the boat and we swam over, and when you get there it's kind of like a little tropical paradise because there's no one on the beach, and I'm not sure whether that's because you're not allowed to go on the beach or people didn't want to swim, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of rocks that you can jump from, and I'm not sure if this is the day that I learned how to dive properly, but my form was exceptional here, if I do say so myself. In the description of the video I've left a link to my Google Maps, which has all the spots in this video saved, plus even more spots that I had never got the chance to go to. It's completely free, I just thought I'd do it to be nice, so